What a beautiful day. I'm heading out to explore the beautiful Cheshire countryside if you'd like to come and join me. At the time of filming, I was really struggling. I had chest pain and a breathlessness, just with simple tasks like doing the washing up. Really quite alarming for someone who's fit and active, and so running was just totally out of the question. I'd spent a week in hospital and I was really at quite a low ebb and quite depressed, so I bought myself an e-bike so I can get out and explore and just get out into the countryside with the assistance of the electric motor. So I'm starting in Winsford. If you head to Morrison's opposite, you'll see Weaver Valley Road, and there's a little car park on the left hand side. We're going to head down a section of the Weaver Way today. This section is well surfaced, and so it's great for bikes and those who are less mobile. So this is it, the Ado Air 20. It's a folding e-bike, and it's got several things that drew me to it. One is the price point. It was, Ado make cheaper e-bikes, but this is their A game. They're using good quality bits here. £1,200, but you're getting a lot for that. So, for example, hydraulic disc brakes, built-in electric lights, powers off the battery. It's got one of the nicest things, I think, is this. It's got a carbon belt rather than a chain, so you're not going to get oil all over your trousers. And look, there's no derailleur, no cogs and things on the back. This is the motor. It's a single speed job. There is a new version of this bike coming out shortly, which has got a 2-speed, but honestly, and I probably would have bought that if it had been available, but honestly, it'll get me up any hill, and it goes quite fast enough for me. And the other thing is, I've got a small car, and this folds up really quickly into a small package. So the pedals fold, and then it folds here, and then this folds down to the side. It really is a 60-second job to fold it down, and then it'll fit in my car. Also, the other thing I like about it is the weight. I believe it's about 16 or 17 kilos in weight. So if the battery does run out, the battery is here, by the way, it's the seat post, and I guess realistically in the real world, sort of 30 to 40 miles on a charge. You can get an additional battery which straps onto the frame to give you even more range, but 30 to 40 miles would suit me. But yeah, even if the battery did run out, I could still pedal this unassisted. Well, as long as the angina pain doesn't get too bad. Anyway, enough of that. Come on, while the sun's low, we'll head down the Weaver Way to Northwich, past the salt mine, and through Northwich, Hartford, and then I thought we might come back via the the Whitegate Way, which is the disused railway, which comes out over there. Let's go. Morning. Morning, Pooch. This is all old industrial land, so the pools, for example, are from salt panning where the ground has dropped away. And on the left here you can see the site of the old vacuum plant that used to produce white salt. And ahead you can see the rock salt mine, which is still digging up the salt to go on our roads. You might recognise this gate. It's in the start of every Run Adventure video in the intro sequence. Isn't it beautiful? The mist. So up ahead we've got Vale Royal Abbey. There's a cut off to the left where the boats used to supply the abbey. It's a golf course now. We have run that way because you can cut through round that way on foot. So we've reached the Blue Bridge at Hartford. You could get off here, take a right through to Davenham, or a left beside the main road, but there is a track to the side of the road up to Sandy Way and then a right to Cuddington. But I'm going to head into Northwich a bit further. Right then, we've reached Northwich. Here's Northwich Rowing Club. Lots of ways I could go here. I could go around the town. I could cross over at Hunt's Lock, go down there and then up to Greenbank. Might possibly do that. Or should we go into town? Not made up my mind. You've got so much more flexibility when you're travelling at this speed. And so far I'm feeling pretty good. I do have some pain in my back, but it's quite manageable. And of course, exercise is good for angina pain. It's the exercise dilates all the vessels, and I must admit, the times I have managed to get out and have some exercise, then I'm pain-free for 4 or even 6 hours afterwards. Right, let's press on. Cycle Route 5 to Hartford. Yes, let's follow that. So you follow the sign that says Cycle Route 5 and you get a sign that says no biking. I assume I just have to push across. That's one of the things I don't like about the bike. You are more limited. I used to be able to just go in wherever I like. Okay, and here we are at Greenbank, an area I know well because I went to school there at St Nick's. And then we're going to take a left through Hartford and then take the lane, the back lane that goes through to Weaverham. So this is Hartford, quite an affluent area. I'm guessing because of the train station. You can hop on to the train and be in London in no time. So I'm guessing folk from here are working in London and coming home in the evening. Why not? One and 3/4 to Weaverham. So we've reached Cuddington. So if we head down here, down the Norley Road, we can then pick up the very beginning of the Whitegate Way. Now I don't want to miss the turn, it's just down here on the left. There's Waste Lane. Okay, so just to point out, this is the beginning of the Whitegate Way, which is a disused railway track which runs from that salt mine at Winsford through to here where it meets the Chester rail line, and it's a lovely route. And of course here is the Oakmere Way, which we've run before, through here to Delmere Forest and up Old Pale. Is that the end already? You really do cover some ground on a bike. Decisions. Oh, come on, let's do the hill. Let's go right. The river is to our left, behind those piles of rock salt, and the path we came in on is on the other side, by those trees over there. Oh, good. Okay, so we're going to take a left here by the red line, back on cycle route 5. Actually, shall I go that way? I guess we could, yes, thinking about it. I would have gone up the hill there, which is probably the most direct route.
Oh, that's the one that comes over.
Yeah. I think this is the most awkward bit we've had so far. Oh. Yeah, so I know it very well here because I used to work just up there at what was Collins Stewart Minkem and is now Amcol. They used to make the soap granules for Procter & Gamble. By the smell of the air, they probably still do. So if we come up here, there is a right-hand path which takes us straight back to that car park. All here, by the way, are old docks. So the, as I've talked about before, the River Weaver has been altered by man, widened and deepened, and altered the course of it as well, so that they could get the salt, which they would load on at docks here, and take down the Weaver down to the Manchester Ship and the River Mersey. All gone now, and we're just left with all this beautiful countryside to explore. Now then, when we meet a fork in the path, I'm going to head left, right, I mean. And here we are, back to the car park. Okay, all done. So I clocked that at about 17.5 miles. So it was like the sort of distance I'd be covering when I was marathon fit, just before running a marathon, I guess. And very pleasant. So in the coming weeks you can expect a mix of cycling and walking, and then a return to running once I get my medication right. I'm not done yet. I'm fighting this tooth and nail. I will be back to run adventuring. But it's nice to know that if I ever do reach the point where I just can't do it anymore, life's not over. I can still cycle. Yeah, so some of the hills there is a maximum gradient it can cope with, being a single gear motor, but still I'm perfectly happy with it. It's a good bike. If you are interested in buying one of these, by the way, I'll stick a link in the description and on my website. If you follow the link to the website to buy one, it doesn't cost you anything, but they give me a bit of money, which would obviously help the channel. Right, take care folks, I'm off home for a cup of tea, and I just feel so much better for being out in the countryside. I always do. That was lovely today. Right, take care folks, see you next time.